Today I'm going to be talking now about the Yelp dataset and how we collected information from the Yelp API for finding restaurants and grocery stores near a particular location. So we have used the Yelp API, which is businesses slash search, and I have filtered it based on location and term. These are my two parameters. So location I'm giving as Scottsdale, term as restaurants, and this is all the data it pulls. And further, I've also taken term as grocery stores locations. We have decided on three specific locations: Scottsdale, Tempe, and Phoenix. So, based on this, I get all of this data which I'm storing in a JSON file. So, this is going to retrieve all this data, the businesses, or everything about each of these businesses, the name, ID, URL, and so forth. And out of this JSON file, we are extracting only certain information, and for that we have written a Python script. So the information that we are going to take is name, city, price, rating, zip code, state, latitude, longitude, address, and category. So the state, zip code, city, latitude, longitude, address is being taken so that we can find a common ground between our three data sets of Zillow, Yelp, and Eventbrite. And based on all of this data, we will find uh, all of this data for a particular city or a particular address. The other information that I've taken out is name of the restaurant or grocery store, the kind of price, $1, $2, $3, rating, as well as what category that particular business belongs to. And all of this has I pulled out of that JSON file and stored it into an Excel sheet. So my final Excel sheet looks like this. There you go. So this is the final Excel sheet. This has the name, city, price, rating, zip code, and all of this information, the address, the kind of category. So the like it could be restaurants or it could be grocery stores. All of this data for all these cities is taken together and stored into this Excel sheet. I've also made sure that no empty blanks are left into the Excel sheet. So if it is unavailable, I've thrown a try and I've thrown an exception over here. And if that particular field is unavailable, I'm just going to write the string unavailable into that Excel sheet. So in that way, no columns are left empty, and I know which particular fields are not retrievable.
In our proposed application, we will provide a user with the information about the events happening in a particular location. So for this, we have used a Ticketmaster API to create the event dataset. Uh, the URL which we are going to hit to fetch all the records of an event in a particular location looks like this. We are going to provide two parameters like API key and a filter parameter city. So here in this code, I am providing this API key and the city filter, and it's going to fetch me the records with the name of the event, the date on which the event is going to happen, the time, and the information about the event, the price ranges of the tickets for which the event is available, the city in which the event is going to take place, the address, and the latitude and the longitude of the location. So when I execute this code, it is going to save the entire record in a CSV file. So when I'll be open this CSV file, it will give me all the information related to that event, and we are going to use this information further in our application.
One of our data sources for the application is the real estate data. For that, we are making use of the Zillow API. The Zillow API has an endpoint get search results, which needs three things: the API key, the address is basically the street name, and a city state zip, that is a combination of the city name and the state name. Now first, to get all the street names inside the city, we are making use of this website. We are collecting all the street names and storing it in a text file. Now we have written a Python code to access all the data and store it in an Excel file. So basically in the main function, first we have a program which fetches all the street names from the text file and store it in a list. Now over this list we are iterating and calling the API endpoint. The API endpoint gives us a result in the form of a XML. So we are iterating over this result in the Python code. So over here we are iterating and getting all the necessary information, that is the ID, address, the home details, the amount and the currency, and the latitude, longitude. All this information is stored in a list and finally being passed on to the Excel filling function. So in this, we are iterating over all the XML data which is collected and storing it in an Excel file. And over here, we have given the particular column and the row where what data we are storing. Now I'll run the code. So basically, we are iterating over each street name and storing all the listings of the property in a particular Excel file. So I'll now close the program and I'll show you the result. So over here we have the ZPID, that is the primary key of that listing inside the Zillow application, the street name, the zip code, the city, the state, the latitude, longitude, the amount of that listing, the currency, and basically the URL of that listing.